Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Rockabessa Hitchin Hearts UK in association with Bloodfire Studios and AJLR Media, welcome to the Big Debate Show. I'm your host, The Judge, and each and every Monday from the hour of 9 p.m. to 10 p.m, you, the viewers, will be able to have a debate with me. But before I go on any further, let me introduce to you Anna. How are you, Anna?
I'm very good, thank you, David.
I hope you've had a good bank holiday.
I did. I didn't really do much. Just tried to relax, try to make the weekend get longer.
Yeah, well...
Sometimes if you rush, then... If you do too many things, then you don't really have a break, so...
Okay, now, my viewers, I hope you've all had a wonderful bank holiday. But as you know, this is Season 2. Season 1 is over. Season 2 now, and we have got some hot topics for you today. No, through the weeks. But on tonight's show, we are talking about, does age matter? That's right. Does age matter? It's one of those topics that I think a lot of people can get involved in. You know, some of you might have an older boyfriend or girlfriend or even a younger one. But I'd like to hear your opinion on tonight's show. Does age matter? Now, let me turn to Anna because, you know what? Does it really matter if you are dating someone and you've got a feeling for this person? Does it really matter? Is there an age where you think, you know what, that person's a bit too young or he looks a bit too old?
So long as it's legal, Judge, then I think, yeah. If I'm going to be honest, a long time ago, let's say like school days, I did have an issue with even going out with boys that were my age or going out with boys that were younger than me. You know, when you went to school and you did, I don't know, year 7, year 8, year 9, you didn't really girls didn't go out with boys that were under their
age.
Yeah.
That's school days, Anna.
I know, but as you get older, I guess there is a difference, I think.
Yeah. So when you was at school, you're saying to me that you like guys older or the same age or...
Well, people have said in the past that, or people do say generally that women or females mature a lot quicker than male. Mm-hmm. So a lot of females that I knew when I was growing up always seemed to, aspire to go for the mature guys who possibly had a job, who possibly had a car.
Yes.
They didn't want to go with the boys that didn't have these things. Okay,
now back to you, my viewers. If you'd like to get involved in tonight's show, you know the number to call is 07818 361 551. I'll say it again, 07818 361 551. If you got something to say on this matter, don't hesitate. You know it's only 1 hour and you know how fast an hour goes. If you feel like you're a little bit on the shy side, don't worry. You can text me on the Facebook or even text the same number, but try and get involved in tonight's show. Now, does age matter? There's a few names that stick in my mind especially when it comes to men. Now, what is this? You got an older man seeing a younger woman and the names crop up like he's a pervert. You know, he's a dirty old man. And then if it's a woman, this is what I can't understand, Anna. If it's a woman, she has a toy boy. You see how that sounds? If you're a man, you're a pervert or a dirty old man. But if you're a woman, I've got myself a toy boy. What's going on with the names, Anna?
What's the age range of calling somebody just because they're, a year younger, a year and a half?
I'm not talking about a year. When when I talk about does age matter,
do
I'm
you
not
think
talking
10
a year.
years?
I'm
10 years
talking
is a
10,
big-
15 years. Would you see a man or a woman that is 10, 15 years older or 10, 15
The
years
thing
younger?
it's common knowledge that there are older men that go to countries and, you know, pick up brides that are much, much younger or hopefully at legal age to marry.
Yes, it must
and
be
a
legal.
lot of the times it's not even necessarily because they've fallen in love, it's just a mutual agreement. You know, somebody that will help her family, for example, and she'll be able to live in a country, a more wealthy country. So
That's over
sugar
there.
daddy, that's what they call it.
A sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any sugar daddies out there.
So not always perverts. That's a good thing. And then a woman could be called a gold digger for that.
Could be. What do you think, my viewers? What is your say? If you've just tuned in, we are talking about does age matter? And so there's couples out there who, you know, your boyfriend or your husband is much older than yourself, or you've got a man that is much younger than your age. I like to know, is the judge for the big debate show with Anna, and it seems like we've got our first caller already. Now this is what I like. Don't hesitate, don't wait. Hello, welcome to the big debate show.
Hi, how you doing? You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. And what is your name, please?
Rare Thoughts.
Welcome to the show. What would you like to say on tonight's show?
Firstly, I know you put the wrong number in the WhatsApp. You forgot the one after the 36. So that's just
Sorry.
I'll put that one in there real quick.
That wasn't me, but carry on.
No, that was me.
What I want to say is that I feel like age both matters and it doesn't matter. Okay, what I mean by that is I feel like that depends on where you are, not in terms of the age of your existence, the age of your mentality, right? So I feel like a lot of people have two or more different ages. The first one being the age of your existence, how long you've been living on the earth, and then the age of your mentality, what you've learned from living on the earth and how you apply that into your life going forward. And then you've got to take into other things into consideration, such as people's financial age as well. Sometimes people look for certain partners associated with where they are financially, and people measure that by different things too. So it's not just that one age we have. Sometimes we have many ages, and I think by acknowledging that, you may be able to find the person or the right age for you.
Okay, but are you the type of man to, when I'm talking about age, I'm not talking like if the girl is 2 or 3 years younger than yourself, you know, I want to go to the extreme tonight. You know, I'm talking 10, 15 years and
My
What,
my
older
mum and
or
dad, my dad is
younger.
at least like my dad is like 9 years more than my mum.
Okay.
Right? And I
that's
feel
quite common,
like,
isn't it?
again, I think the mentality thing comes into play because a lot of older women who have probably been through the experience of dating guys their age may actually start dating younger guys. And if you ask them why, it's because they may have met guys who are their age, but women, like someone who's, let's just take 35, for example. A woman who's 35, and she's dating someone who's 35, but then you've got the mentality of someone who's 18. And
Right.
she can meet someone, I'm not saying 18 is an extreme, but she can meet someone in his 20s with the mentality of someone who is of 35 years old.
You've said
And
something.
That's what draws her.
You've said something that I think hits it right on the nail. It's the mentality, you know, maybe not so much the age, but the mentality.
The mentality, that's, for me, mentality or maturity, shall I say. Mentality is a person's true age. If we never had a number, how would you sort of measure one's age? And I feel like you measure it by one's wisdom and what they've learned in life and how they choose to sort of live their life as well.
Well, thank you very much for your phone call. You sound like a really intelligent man. Keep watching the Big Debate Show if you can.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Apologies for anybody that's watching right now. When I sort of broadcasted, I think I mistakenly put or missed out a 1. But if you are watching, the number will come up on the show. Anyway.
Okay, and the number is 07818 361 551. We are debating tonight. Does age matter? We had our first caller, and it seems like it's commonplace, Anna. It's commonplace, you know. The man has a younger female, But I'm going to put this to you. I mean, it's 10 minutes in the show, and I'm going to put it to you. I done a little bit of research, which I always try to do. And women that go for the younger men, you know what I heard?
Go on.
This is what I heard.
This will be interesting.
1 and 2 women said to me, they love the physical side of it. The younger men, I'm talking the ones that are like 10 years younger than she might be 50 and he's 25. They say the younger men are like rabbits. What do you say to that?
I disagree, actually. I don't think sex should come into it with age, because
not when it comes to older women. They don't look for the younger man because of,
isn't it? Sex is an activity and it's an experience. And again, you could have a man who's only married a woman, one lady, and had sex with one lady. So he may have not had a lot of experience having sex with other women. So what would you say about somebody like that? Wouldn't he be just as excited to be meeting somebody new for the first time? Wouldn't he be a bit more of a, what did you say, rabbit?
Bit of a rabbit, because the reason why I use the word rabbit is because from what I heard, a man's peak is when he's young, and a woman's sexual peak, that's what they say, is in their 40s. So when I speak to women that go for the younger man, I mean,
I think that's different. I think that's to do with confidence. I don't necessarily think that's to do with age.
It's not to do with age?
I don't think so, but yeah.
What do you think, my viewers? It's the judge for the big debate show with Anna. What is on your mind? Don't waste a minute. Don't waste no time. If you've got to text or phone call the big debate show, does size matter? We had our first caller, and
does age matter?
Sorry. Woo!
You can't.
I'm thinking about another show. You see? That's I think it's the bank holiday feeling.
We were just talking about it in a sexual activity.
Exactly.
Let's take that out.
Right out of the way. And mentality.
Yeah, I agree.
It plays a massive part. It does. I mean,
I think our caller Red Thoughts, it did hit it on the nail. Personally, for me, as I've grown up and learned, it isn't necessarily about the number how long you've been living here on this earth. It is about, common ground and being mentally mature for the person that you're with.
But I'm going to twist it. Because if I don't twist it, I am not the judge. And I got a funny feeling. Tell me if I'm wrong, my viewers. Phone in. Text in. I'm sure there's men out there who want a younger female because they can control them more. They're a naive side. They're green to the game. They've only just started coming. And the older men seem like they can control the younger females better than if it was at their own age. And I'm talking, the age gap 10 to 15 years. What do you think?
I disagree again. I don't necessarily think being naive isn't about age. I think it is to do with being a confident person. And young women these days, personally, I think have more of a voice, have more of an opinion, have more of a ownership, take up much more ownership of their life. So, and I think they have their values and their morals a lot more prominent than there may have been a long time ago. So I do think that younger women are much stronger to choose partners that aren't necessarily going to be the more powerful one. I don't think so.
My viewers, you're hearing the debate tonight. You're getting a whiff of what we're talking about. It's the judge. If you've just tuned in, we're talking about does size matter? We've had our first caller. If you want to get involved in the show, the number to call is 07818 361 551. Anna, before I got married, I don't know what it is, but there's something about an older woman that attracted me.
There's a name for them now, isn't there?
And what is that?
I don't want to talk about that. But there is a name for it. Oh, well, actually, there's two names. The one I don't mind older women being called is cougars, apparently. definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but then there is another one.
Oh yes, there's one that you can get on the sites. But yeah, what is the judge talking about? No, don't worry about that part. But yeah, it's I've always been one to be attracted to the older woman. You know,
From when?
from a very young age. I always seem to know, I feel, without going into any details, you know, they pulled me to them, the older women. You know, they knew what...
What, because of their confidence? They were
Yes.
more forthcoming, they knew what to say.
They knew what to do. 07818 361 551. Does age matter? Now, Anna, I know you're not a man, but I'm going to put this to you and all the men out there. I want to hear your view on this. If you're a father, you're a daddy, and your 16-year-old daughter comes home, she says, Daddy, I've got my new boyfriend. I want to show you my new boyfriend. And she comes home with her new man, all happy, all loved up, and this man is in his 30s.
Like almost the same age as the dad, sort of.
Yeah, almost the same age. This is why I say, does
16?
age 16, 17, all right, in the teens. In the teens. And she comes home with a man that is the same age as you or roundabout. How would you feel? This is why I'm saying, does age matter? How would you feel?
As a parent.
As a parent now, I've got to flip it again. As a parent.
Okay, as a parent, I've got boys, but if I had a girl as well, I mean, it's the same thing really. If my boys came home with, you know, a partner or introducing me to their new partner that was a lot older, I would definitely question it. However, it would be a sit down talk, and I would try and judge them when I've had this sort of discussion talk. You can tell from a person.
Yeah, you wouldn't say to your kids, what are you doing? You wouldn't say to them, I'm not too happy with this one.
I know,
When you say discuss, what are you discussing? Why do you want to sit down and
Okay,
discuss?
so if the scenario was that one of my boys was 18 years old, I don't know, coming back, went to university and met someone and decided to come home for Christmas and introduced me to his new girlfriend that was
around your age?
Close to my age, I would probably start drinking alcohol.
You would start drinking alcohol. And why is that?
I would question it, definitely would be questioning it. But I wouldn't disregard my son's feelings for, you know, why this is. I would ask how it happened or when they met. I don't know. There has to be a process.
When you say question it, I'm gonna dig at you a little. Would you be happy? Would you be happy?
I think I would question it. I wouldn't say
question
whether
it.
I'd be happy or unhappy. If I met the person, then I would.
She's
try
your
and-
age.
Yeah,
Born
but-
in the same month, the same day. What would you do?
Well, actually, if we were to do that and it was like one of my good friends.
It's the
I don't know.
It's the big debate show. We are live at the Rock of Bessa, and I'm sure you've had a good bank holiday. I know a lot of you got work tomorrow, but this is why the show, I put it on a Monday, so you don't have bad dreams right now. You can enjoy the last day before you go back to work. If you've just tuned in, we're talking about, does age matter? If you'd like to have your say on tonight's show, the number to call is 07818 361 551. Or you can send a message on my Facebook or my Twitter. But get involved in tonight's show. Anna, go on.
You get these, obviously, we get these stories a lot at school or colleges where students sort of, you know, start to develop feelings for their teachers.
For the teacher.
So.
But it's the type of feelings. I remember when I was at school and I fancied a teacher, it wasn't the type of feelings I would say I want to settle down with her. I was on a
Fascination.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah.
you know, I was looking at her, but I was growing at the same time, you know. Feelings that I didn't have was
See,
starting
that
to...
sort of thing would be different. To me, you know, that's about fascination, curiosity, not necessarily
Age.
serious to, like you said, to be somebody that they would want to settle down with. There's a lot more settling down with somebody. You have to both be at a very similar mental age to have an
Mental age.
understanding.
Okay,
Yeah.
my viewers, I'm asking you, have you ever dated someone much older than yourself or much younger than yourself? Are you brave tonight? Are you going to step out of the shadows and phone or text in the big debate show? Have you got a younger partner or have you got an older? Does it make a difference in your life? Does age really matter? Does it concern you? Would it concern you if your child, your son or your daughter came home with someone much older than yourself? Would it concern you? Let me know on the Big Debate Show. The number to call is 07818 361 551. Does age matter?
Well, you dug up me, so you're a parent too, and you know,
Yes.
what if? How would you feel? Either way, like a daughter bringing, you know, a guy that was the same age as you.
You asking me a question?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try and reply. And this is what I'm going to say. I haven't got a daughter. And I don't know what it is. I think it's a different kind of feeling when it's your daughter. I think as a man, and I'm not going to lie to you. As a man, I think it's a different type of feeling when you have a daughter bringing home her boyfriend and you have a son bringing home his girlfriend. Yeah? Because, I don't know, I think fathers are very protective of their daughters. And I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, my viewers. I don't think there's many fathers out there, Anna. Maybe until they get to, this is the key, this is very key. Until they get to know the person. But your first thing is, hold on a minute, how old did you say he was? What? You're dating a man nearly my age? And I haven't even got a daughter and I'm starting to stammer. I'm starting to stammer because...
But would you high five your son then?
High five?
Would it be, because obviously the dynamics is different, you just said, you know, with your daughter it's a lot more sensitive.
Yeah, I don't think I'll high five him, but I will say to him, man to man, and it all depends what age he is, I'll say, are you sure? Are you sure? You know, and have you really thought about this? And if he said to me, Dad, I'm happy. She makes me feel good. And then once they get to a certain age, what are you going to do? The more you should know, the more you fight against your kids, that's the wrong kind of mentality.
It changes when it's the daughter. But
Yeah.
we have a text.
We have a text. Okay, we have a text. We have our first text. Let's see who is...
Hi, my name's Will. I'd like to say that as long as everybody is of the legal age, why should it matter?
And yes, straight away, I don't even have to say that. We're not even talking underage, yeah? The show is not about underage with an old man, or because...
Yeah, it's a different topic.
Yeah, that's paedophile business, and I will not condone that, and I get angry even saying the word. But...
I don't think we're going to cover that topic.
Yes, we will. But it's about, does age matter? Does it? As a father, your daughter brings home a man, and he's got the same beard as you.
Yeah, but you get beards nowadays. It's an in thing. You don't just get them because you're old.
His voice is deeper than yours? Huh? He's got a deeper voice?
Actually, okay. So let's say not even the same age, older than you. Older.
Wow. Older. I tell you...
Because we don't really have a...
I mean, when you think of age, and you think of a 10-year gap, if a woman is seeing a man and she's 16 and he's 26, that sounds a bit ooh. But what if she's, you see,
26.
she's 26 and 36? That sounds better, isn't it?
Is it?
26 and 36? I think it sounds better. I mean,
Yeah, no, I get...
you know, she's just left school and she's seeing a man who...
Okay, so it's more to do again with the mental age, isn't it?
The mental
Because
age. The mental
she's in
age.
education still.
That's right. And
She hasn't really lived.
She hasn't really lived. And some women, even at the age of 16, can be very mature, Anna.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know, they can be
Well, they say, don't they, that females mature a lot quicker than men.
a lot quicker than men. And you got the guys age 18 to, 19, they're more feisty. Well, that's what they say. They're more feisty than the guys that are much older. I would like to know, because I've never been the type of man to date a woman who was 10 years older than myself. A bit older, but not too old. I just, is
So there's a too old then for you.
yes, and I'm sure there's a too old for you too, my viewers. What do you think? What about you, Anna? Is there a too old for you? Is it a too old? Is 50 too old? or is 50 just right?
Do you know, I don't necessarily look at it with the number. I meet people all the time. It's very rare nowadays to sort of ask what people's age is.
Can't you tell?
No, I wouldn't be able to.
You can't tell if a man's 50 and a man's 40.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I'm absolutely rubbish with that as well. I couldn't.
Unless he's looked after himself.
Yeah, I guess so. But some people young who don't look after themselves can look a lot older.
Yes, which is true. My viewers, you're tuning to the Big Debate Show with the Judge and Anna. Does age matter? Does it matter? It's nearly 30 minutes into the show. It's only an hour. 1 hour. If you like to have your say, if you've got an older partner or a younger partner, are you in love? Does age matter? Or have you got an age limit? Is there a limit that you think, you know what? They shouldn't be together. Look, what's he doing with a girl that's so young? What, the people you see on the TV, and you see an older man with such a younger woman, and as a man, you think, I wonder if he's controlling her.
See, I thought a long, long time ago, when I used to watch the Generation Game with Bruce Forsyth, I found out that he'd married I think she's Brazilian, like one of the Miss World.
Oh yes.
She was beautiful.
Yes.
Definitely a huge age gap.
Very massive age gap.
But
Massive age gap.
I don't know, as they've got older, it just seems to work.
It doesn't seem to work.
And what's that magician? Paul Daniels.
Paul
and
Daniels.
Debbie McGee.
Yes.
Right? When I used to watch them live, I used to think, no, they can't be. He's got grey hair.
He's got grey hair. Anna, I'm sure we haven't got their bank accounts. And tell me if I'm wrong.
So do you think that's to do with bank accounts then?
I think when you are an old rich man,
Yeah.
some women,
we've got a call.
All right, we've got a call. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll
come back.
Bank account.
Bank account.
Remember that one.
Hello, welcome to the Big Debate Show.
Hello,
Hello, what is your name, please?
My name is Leonie.
Hello, Leonie. Leonie, what would you like to say on tonight's show?
Well, me and my partner, we have quite a significant age gap.
Oh, yes.
I am 27 and he is 49.
Woo!
There is nearly a 22-year gap between us.
22-year gap. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And, go on.
Yeah, go on.
How long have you been together, Leonie?
We've been together for nearly 2 years.
And are you happy?
Very happy.
You're very happy. And
Yeah.
let me put this to you. And I'm glad that you phoned in. And I'm glad that you're being...
Taken a lot. I'm a regular listener, but I never call in.
Well, I am happy that you have, because you are in a relationship, you know, what the show's talking about. And 22
really
years gap.
significant, yeah.
Do you think age matters? I know you're in a relationship. Is it more a mentality thing, or is there a certain limit that doesn't look good?
I have to be honest with you. In some circumstances, yes, I do believe age matters, because you can be, 22. You could be a very mature 22, and you could be a very immature 22-year-old. Mm-hmm. But it depends on the life experience that you have behind you.
That's
it
right.
depends on what you have going on in your life right now. What have you been through to prepare you mentally for the state that you're at now?
That's
Are
right.
you ready for a relationship with an older person, regardless of whether it's male or female? I know that women seem to age, mature quicker than men, but in my opinion, I think that I think that shouldn't be the issue. It should be whether you love each other, whether the two of you can get past the age gap, because at first, maybe it was an issue. We didn't really come out with it straight away.
Okay.
But,
Leonie,
we developed feelings for each other that were very deep, very strong.
That's good.
And
You sound happy.
fell
You
in
sound...
love.
I wanted to ask Leonie.
We are happy.
who pursued who? Who pursued who? Did you pursue your partner, or did he come to you first?
He came to me first, but there was mutual flirting going on.
So you didn't
To be
mind that he was
honest,
flirting with you, being 49, or were you not aware?
To be honest, I didn't know how old he was at the time. He didn't know how old I was.
Now, does he
I
look
thought he
his
was
age?
younger.
Just about to say that.
I thought he was younger, and he thought I was older.
Oh, okay. So,
So it was after all the,
Yes.
were you
flirting
shocked?
and,
Were
we
you
went
shocked?
on a date or whatever, and it kind of came out, and we just kind of simmered on it.
Were you
but nothing
shocked to
really
hear that he was
happened, but-
49?
Were you shocked to hear he was 49?
In a way, yeah.
Were you...
But not so much because it wasn't as big of an issue
Okay.
at the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were too busy
we did
flirting.
sit on it for a while,
Yeah.
but we got past it.
And
our families got past it as well.
and that is key. You see, sometimes you fall in love with someone and it just comes natural. And it sounds like your relationship is a natural one. Yeah? And this,
very much so. Very much so.
and
we are.
one more thing I have to ask you, and I'm so glad that you phoned in, and I'm so glad that you're brave enough to phone in. One more thing I have to ask you is, before you met this fine gentleman,
Yeah.
could you have seen?
Which he is, of course.
Could
Does he
you
have a beard?
could you have seen yourself with an older man?
Yes. I've been attracted to older men for a long, long time. Probably since I was 15, 16, I
I
was.
see.
Okay.
Not that I had my sights on an older gentleman, but
No. Yes.
I just couldn't see myself with a guy my own age, because ever since I was young, I'm a very old soul.
Yes. Okay.
So to be in the company of a guy my own age it didn't feel natural to me.
Well, this,
And I've dated guys my own age, and obviously they don't work out.
well,
But this one's been sort of stuck around.
well, thank you. I would like to say this. You sound very mature, and
Thank you.
and I'm very happy. And it's a
Very
pleasure,
much.
and it's a pleasure talking to you on tonight's show. Thank you very much for phoning in.
Thank you so much, and just wanted to give Anna a quick shout out. Welcome to the show. You're a great addition.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
that's so nice.
You're so welcome. I'll keep tuning in.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take care. Beautiful, Anna. You see?
Wow.
Wow.
27?
No, she's 22.
22, 49.
And he is 49.
Oh, yeah, 'cause she
22.
said 20 years, yeah.
That's a very big gap. That is a
No, when
very
she
big
said
gap.
that, it wasn't huge for me. Well, it is a huge gap.
I'm talking about the number.
Yeah, the number seemed far. However, where it was quite of a natural,
Yes.
the age wasn't the issue when they first started flirting and talking to each other. She said that he thought he was younger, and he thought she was older.
Yes.
So they were attracted to each other regardless of age.
Wow. And she sounds very happy. Sounds very happy. And I bet this man doesn't even look 49.
No, she said he doesn't. I think she said he doesn't look.
He doesn't look 49.
I did ask if he had a beard. but we
Wow.
didn't get to-
Okay, this is the judge for the Big Debate Show live at the Rockabessa with Anna. Does age matter? We've had 2 callers so far and a text. Keep it coming. We've got 25 minutes left on tonight's show.
gone fast.
It's gone quick. It's gone really quick. Does age matter? And you know what? When I was driving in, I was saying to myself, but then I was looking at as a parent, and then I think to myself, when you got 2 people that are happy, and as a father, you know that this man or this woman really loves your child. Who are you to break up the relationship, even if he's 22 years older? Sometimes you got to put your own feelings to one side, Anna.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I just know because I knew
quiet.
something. Yeah, no, I was just gonna I have interfered in somebody's relationship
Okay.
once.
Yeah.
That I didn't agree with because of age, and I really did apply influence that my opinion.
Yes.
That I didn't agree with the personally, I think it probably wasn't right of me to, I don't know, be as assertive as I was by saying, you know, you shouldn't be going out with this person, you know, they're still at college, they're still...
Yes.
It just didn't match up in my head, but that, you know, it wasn't my life and I shouldn't have implied that it was wrong.
Were you talking from your heart?
Yes, I
Because
was talking from my heart.
You was talking from this.
I was talking from my heart, yeah.
So your heart led your mind, your brain. You was.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, if I had a daughter and she came home, of course, first of all, I'll be thinking, hold on a minute, what?
The thing was, I think I heard it wrong. I heard it wrong first, and I'm going to be honest. I was fine when the age gap was when they'd said 13 years older.
Yes.
But when they said 13 years younger, I had a problem.
Wow.
I was like, excuse me?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
What are you doing with this person?
Hold on a minute. But the number's still the same, but I had a problem with it. Younger,
Yeah,
but not older.
What do you think, my viewers? Have you got a problem with age? Are you the type of person to, you know what? There's a limit, yeah? There's a limit. You can't go, if you're a woman and you're seeing a man 25 years older than you, does it look good? But then, who cares what people think?
Who was that famous person? That died, Nicole?
Yes, and she was seeing that old billionaire.
What's
Remember I said billionaire? Now, come on, Anna. Yeah? Come on.
Anna Nicole, that's her
Anna,
name.
yes, and you see how she looked? You see how she was?
He died a happy man.
And I saw him all strapped up with things going up his nose. Yeah? And I said to myself, this
But
old
who
man...
are we to say, though, that there
Well-
wasn't feelings and love between
Well,
them two?
come on, I'm a realist. I wouldn't be the judge if I wasn't a realist. You're a sexy young blonde woman, and you're seeing an old man, Anna, who can't even feed himself. It's all tubes coming from every hole. And you're trying to tell me you're in love with that billionaire? Billionaire, Anna. Oh, Anna. And that's what... I'm not trying to shoot down the women that... I'm not trying to shoot down the women that make a man happy in his last years of his life. But when you start saying, I'm in love, what are you in love with? Are you in love with the man, or are you in love with all that juicy money? Come on now, look at her and look at the man. I mean,
I know.
I don't think he could even walk.
No.
What's he
He
gonna
was in a
do?
wheelchair.
And oh my word, if he done anything in the bedroom, he might have had a heart attack.
Okay, all right, okay. I watched that film with Stephen Hawkins in.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know if this, anybody. I don't want to ruin it for people, but there was a woman that was truly in love with him, and not because of his, fame or anything like that. Just
just
as
in love.
as the person.
Yes.
There wasn't age in that, but at the same time, he couldn't do anything.
He
But they
couldn't
were
do
in
anything.
love.
She was in love. And sometimes you fall in love with someone. I mean, Stephen Hawkins, he's a genius. Genius. Sometimes you fall in love because it's not physical. It's not a physical thing. He can talk, but he has to use that special equipment.
Yes.
And you fall in love with the person, the whole thing. And fair enough, but when you're talking those young playgirls, who you
But
look on.
sometimes it's a mutual agreement, isn't it? Between,
Of course. You
the
make me
sugar
happy.
daddy,
Sugar
the
daddy.
eye candy,
That's
trophy
right.
girl,
Trophy.
wife, whatever you want to call it, but that you're happy to
Yeah.
go into the room with or
That's
to an
right.
event with.
That's right. And I'm not going to shoot down the women, but you know that this man's going to look after you. Now, what if this man wasn't a billionaire? What if this man wasn't a millionaire or a famous person? Would you still go? Would you still have that feeling that you have for that person? Sometimes it just makes me wonder, and I kind of
Yeah.
have to scratch my head. Why is she in this relationship?
Definitely have to question a lot of things. However, I don't know, each to their own, I guess.
Each to their
I
own.
wouldn't.
Would
Okay,
you date a
Anna-
man? Would you? All right. I'm going to put you on the spot. Would you date a man 15 years younger than yourself? 15 years younger. Anna, the world is waiting for your answer.
That means they're still in education. No.
10 years younger?
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
I hope there's not a lot of younger men out
You
there.
know what? Yeah, no, I think
You might get a lot of fan mail
it
soon.
has to be. It's the mental age for me. I think it doesn't
Yes.
necessarily. It's not about your physical age. It definitely is your mental age. For
It
me.
is. And the first caller did touch upon it, and it is the mental age, but age to a lot of people does play a part.
No, like I said,
It does.
personally for me, I had
It
a
does.
problem with it being younger than I did when they said older, which I thought they said, 13 years older. I was like, oh, that's okay, that's cool.
okay, yeah.
And when they said, really? You're okay with that? 13 years young? I went, what?
Yes.
Oh, I heard
yeah.
that wrong. No.
Yeah,
and I switched.
You switched.
I just switched and I thought,
What's going on here?
what's going on here? And my whole behaviour just completely changed.
So it's better going up than down.
I don't know, maybe so. I think for me, where my heart was leading,
Yeah.
and I wasn't thinking, when
It's better. My viewers, what do you think? We've got 15 minutes left of tonight's show. This is the judge for the Big Debate Show with Anna. If you've got something to say on tonight's topic, does age matter? The number to call is 07818 361 551 or use the Facebook or Twitter page. 15 minutes to go. Don't waste time. Are you in a relationship? I mean, we've had a caller already.
That was interesting. What, Leonie?
Yeah,
I
Leonie.
like
I take my hat off to her because a lot of people don't want to maybe expose themselves. And when you say, it sounds like she's in love.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
I take my hat off to someone like that because she doesn't care. She's saying, listen.
She also said, I think, their family were eventually were happy for them as well.
Yeah.
See, for me, as a parent,
Yes.
if there was a huge age gap, but once I've sort of got to know that person and I've made up my own decision about them, I think I could sort of turn around. I guess.
We're starting to say, well, I'm starting to say, age doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. But as a man, I mean, a 30-year-old man with a 17-year-old girl, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't know, Anna. It just doesn't sit right.
See, that's the other thing. Is you have to be very, very careful because there are a lot of young girls who, as I said, that want to that mature a lot quicker than men. So they go out pretending to be older than they are.
That's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So then, men are kind of deceived that way.
Yeah, and then it's too late then because you're already in the relationship.
Oh yeah, and you develop the feelings, don't you?
But
So
women don't lie. Don't lie about your age.
I thought you said women don't lie.
Yeah,
Advising.
Yeah, a little advice. I don't like to give advice, but just a little, If you're 17, be 17. You don't have to say, no, I'm older. Be your age
because people would actually compliment you anyway.
Exactly.
And say, oh, are you?
That's right.
You seem much older than
Much older.
17.
Like the last caller, she sounds very mature. And if I was her father, the way how she is, and I would eventually say, well, as long as he makes you happy, are you happy? And I always say to myself, let me see him. Yeah? A man should always come to the house to see. Families play a major part, because I personally think sometimes once you get the green light from the family, and the family are happy with this man or this woman, the path is smoother.
No, I do. I listen to my mum a lot, so yeah, I'm one of those people that if I have a partner or I'm starting something new with a partner, I always have to sort of make sure that my family are quite happy with the person, the age, and just everything really in general, because they will be a part of my life.
Okay, we have a text. We have another text. Let's see what this person says.
Okay, so they said, I think for most women, age does matter, as there is a belief that guys the same age or younger will be less mature. I think most believe girls mature quicker, hence the reason it's more common to find a young girl with a guy a few years older than the other way. Oh, sorry, let me read that again.
Yes.
It's more common to find a young girl with a guy a few years older than the other way round. That's from Dot. Thank you, Dot.
Thank you, Dot. Thank you for that text message.
I actually agree. It is more common
for a woman to find a man
to find an
older man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've.
And then when they marry and they divorce, they go for the
younger man because they're sick of the old man.
No. I'm
You see, and that is true. I mean, the younger females out there, as far as I know, they like the older men. And I don't mean old, just older. But, as you said, and it's so true.
See, I think it's mature. It's more to do, for me, it's to do with maturity.
Yes, maybe that's why they go for the older men. because they're more
think
mature than the younger guys that are running around, you know,
But you
in
can
their little
have
cars.
young, older men that act very, very young, that still don't really grow up, and they still, you know, act very mature,
Childish.
very childish. That's why I think it is more to do with the mental age, not necessarily. But as women growing up,
Yes.
they are more inclined to go for an older guy with the perception that they're going to be much maturer, they're going to be looked after, protected,
Yeah.
probably have more of a responsibility and more of a stability.
And as you say, women mature quicker than men. So the older man now might be on the same maturity level as that woman, you know, because boys will be boys and men will be men. And I'm sure most women out there want a man, they don't want a boy. But as you said, once they get a divorce, let's not talk about divorce. I don't like that word. I'm a married man. I don't want to talk about divorce. But you know, I've spoke to women that enjoy a younger man. But the way how they were talking to me, Anna, they were talking more like on a physical side. They like the younger man.
Going back to
And
rampant rabbits or something.
Rampant. And it is scientifically proven. Maybe not in my case, but it is it's scientifically proven that the younger man, you know, as they do.
What, because they're more physically fit?
I don't know what it is. It's peaking. They say that a man peaks sexually at the age of 18, 19, and I don't know what scientists, I don't know who you are. I don't know if that's true. But women, from what I heard, they like the younger man, you know?
Again, sexually, it's to do about compatibility. I don't think it's to do. I really
Nothing to do with
disagree
age?
Okay, if you're gonna I don't know, if like a 60-year-old man was to sort of pursue me,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be attracted to a guy that was that much older. I'm sure I wouldn't.
Too old. Even with blue pills? They help. That's what I heard. Even they help. Do
you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I've never been spoken. I've never been
That's too old.
pursued by a man that's 60. So no, I couldn't even say.
Yeah.
But if I develop the feelings towards somebody, regardless of their age, then you know those feelings develop.
Yeah. And
30, 20, 60.
you haven't got that mentality like some women would say, dirty old man. Oh, what's that old man trying to chat me up? I've heard it. What's that old man trying to chat me up?
Actually, no. I do have that.
Yeah?
I do.
What's that old man?
I do think that way. I do think that way.
You know, and does age matter? We've covered quite a lot tonight, Anna. Yeah. We've covered quite a lot tonight. We've got about 9 minutes left on the show. If you want to get your little saying, squeeze it in before the show ends tonight, because I've got a big announcement to make on the show before the show ends. 07818 361 551. That's the number to call, or even use the Facebook or Twitter. Text in The Big Debate Show, live at the Rockabessa. Anna?
I'm going to say something because you just sort of touched on an area, and I was thinking that I am that person. I grew up seeing a lot of older men, you know, who were probably in their 60s with a lot of younger women. And we did a lot of family parties when I was younger, and my mum used to do lots of big parties, and I used to see a lot of these women, gorgeous, beautiful, and all of a sudden, you know, a man in a suit, he looked
Old?
really, really old, really old. And I used to think, why?
Why are you with that young girl?
Yeah, and if I was like in the supermarket and I see that, I do turn. I'm like, what? But
you know why? You know why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it's because I think that way. I think, oh my God, why? Is he a pervert? Is he just? Did he buy her? Did he offer her money? Did she just want to come into the country?
Yes.
I just.
It's something. She's giving him something
But I
that
am
makes him
making
happy.
judgment, though. I am making a judgment on that.
And a lot of people will.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing it from face value. Straight away, you're making your own judgment. But this woman could really love this man.
Yeah, and we're not. Yeah.
And that's what it boils down to. A lot of people judge without really knowing what's going on, you know, and sometimes you develop feelings and you just can't help it, regardless of the age. And that is the bottom line. Regardless of the age, you might develop feelings, and it doesn't matter who tries to say, don't go with that person. If you love that person, you love that person, Anna.
Yeah, I guess if I was to sort of give advice, I can give advice and suggestions, but yeah, it is their choice.
It's their choice, and it's your choice too. And you know, we've had a couple phone calls and texts, and it's one of those topics that a lot of people. It's really good to know that someone came on the show who's in a relationship that, you know, the man is much older, but she seems very happy. And
Would have liked to have known what her parents said. In fact, that would have been interesting.
you would have liked to know what her parents said.
Yeah.
I know. I tell you, it's. I don't know. We never had the chance to answer.
So far, I think the last thing that she said was that both families were happy.
Yeah.
So there must have been, and they were only together 2 years, so that must have been quite quick.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it takes a little while for the family to take a liking, but it seems like, on her case, the family have liked that man. You know what I mean? And that is like that's a big age gap, but she seems mature, and that's the bottom line. As you said, it's the mentality.
Yeah.
It's the mentality. And that's what it boils down to. No, so much the age, Anna. It's the mentality. We've got 3 minutes to go, and I'm gonna wrap up the show slowly. But you know what? I love doing this show, Anna, and I'm glad that you're on board.
No, I'm really happy I'm on board too.
You know, season 2, and we've got some hot topics throughout the weeks, and we're gonna give you them slowly. We're not gonna rush, but I'm excited. You know, bank holiday, everyone's had a nice time to.
Good weather as well.
Good
so
weather.
That's helped.
It's helped.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a good topic. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's topic, my viewers. But next week's topic is: do you think it's time to legalize prostitution? Anna, I'm sure that's going to be one that 1 and 2 people will be interested in. Do you think it's time to legalize prostitution? That's for next week's show. But while I'm on the air, I'm going to announce the big debate promotional party, Anna.
Yay!
You're excited?
Yeah, I like parties.
You like parties? I'm sure you're going to love this one because you're involved in it.
Oh. I am?
Yes, it's the big debate promotional party here at the Rockabessa on the 6th of June. So put it in your diary. The 6th of June at the Rockabessa nightclub in Hitchin. There's going to be artists on stage. We've got raffles, and it's going to be a live debate. And the admission is only going to be £5 at the door. So put it in your diary and make a note, and you can speak to the judge and Anna in the flesh. It be a night.
9th of June in the diary.
Yes, it be a night for everyone. You know, I just want to, let down my hair and enjoy it. So don't worry, it be on Facebook as the time goes on. So it's the 6th of June. It's the promotional party live. It's going to be here at the Rockabessa. But I'm going to take this time out to thank, first and foremost, Anna, for once again, you You impress me. You know, it's so lovely to have you on the show.
It's really nice to be on the show.
You know, it's you're like sunshine, even when there's rain. But it's really good. And I like to thank Bloodfire Studios and AJLR Media, because without them we won't have a show. But most importantly, I would like to thank all my viewers who took time out to tune in and watch the Big Debate Show. Don't forget, if you've got anything to say about the show, if there's a topic you want me to bring up, just go to my Facebook page, The Big Debate Show, or my Twitter page, The Big Debate Show without the W. And don't forget my website, thebigdebateshow.com. But from Anna and the judge, I hope you've had a wonderful bank holiday. And don't forget, we are back next Monday at the same time, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. But like I always say, remember, you all have a voice. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.